Beyoncé is an American vocalist, musician, artist, maker, chief entertainer, and financial specialist. Her prosperity has prompted her to turn into a social symbol, earning her the moniker Sovereign Honeybee. She's one of the world's smash hit recording specialists, having sold over 200 million records overall. Her prosperity during the 2000s was perceived with the recording industry's relationship as America's top insured craftsman of the 10 years as well as Announcement's top female craftsman of the 10 years. She's the primary independent craftsman to have their initial 7 studio collections debut at #1 on the Announcement. 200 Beyoncé's honors incorporate 31 Grammy grants, 26 MTV Video Music grants, including the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard grant in 2014, and 24 NAACP Picture grants, 31 BET grants, and 17 Soul Train Music grants, all of which are more than some other artists in 2014. The board named her the most elevated acquiring dark performer ever, while in 2020, she was remembered for the Times rundown of 100 ladies who characterized the last century. Beyoncé Knowles has an assessed total assets of $500 million, about Beyoncé's initial life. Beyoncé Gazelle Knowles was brought into the world on September 4, 1981, in Houston, Texas. She's the little girl of Celestine, or on the other hand, Tina Knowles Beyoncé, a stylist and salon proprietor, and Matthew Knowles, a Xerox project lead. Her mom is Louisiana Creole, and her dad is African-American, Beyoncé's more youthful sister. Solange Knowles is likewise a vocalist and a previous reinforcement artist for Fate's Kid. Solange and Beyoncé are the principal sisters to have both had #1 collections. Beyoncé explored her lineage and found that she slid from a slave proprietor who wed his slave. Her mom is additionally of a far-off Jewish, Spanish, Chinese, and Indonesian family line. Beyoncé was raised Catholic. What's more, went to Holy Person Mary's Montessori School in Houston, where she signed up for dance classes. Her singing was found when dance educator Darlette Johnson started murmuring a tune, and she completed it capable to stir things up around town, contributed Takes Note. Of her advantage music in performing proceeded subsequent to winning a school ability show, at 7 years old singing John Lennon's Envision to beat 15 furthermore, long-term olds in the fall of 1990. She signed up for Parker Primary School, a music magnet school in Houston, where she would perform with the school's ensemble. She additionally went to the high school for the performing and visual expressions, and later Alif Elsick Secondary School. She was likewise an individual from the ensemble at St. John's Unified Methodist Church, as a soloist for quite a long time. When Beyoncé was 8, she met Latavia Robertson at a tryout for an all-young lady amusement gathering. They were put into a gathering called Young Ladies Time with 3 different young ladies, and rapped and moved on the ability show circuit in Houston. In the wake of seeing the gathering, R&B maker Arnie Frager carried them to his Northern California studio and set them in Star Search, the biggest ability show on public television at the time. Young Ladies Time neglected to win, and Beyoncé later said the tune they performed was bad. In 1995, her dad left his responsibility to deal with the gathering. The move diminished Beyoncé's loved ones' pay considerably, and her folks had to sell their homes and vehicles and move into isolated condos. Her dad sliced the first lineup to 4, and the gathering kept proceeding as an opening to represent the other, laid-out R&B, young lady bunches. The young ladies tried out before record names, and what's more, they were at last endorsed to Elektra Records, moving to Atlanta Records momentarily to deal with their first recording just to be cut by the organization. This put further burden on the family, and Beyoncé's guardians were isolated on October 5, 1995. Dwayne Wiggins' Grassroots Diversion marked the bunch in 1996, when the young ladies started recording their presentation collection under a contract with Sony Music. The Knowles family rejoined. Furthermore, soon after the gathering, they reached an agreement with Columbia Records. Beyoncé is 5 feet, 6 inches, or 1.69 meters tall. About Beyoncé's own life. Beyoncé began a relationship with Jay-Z after their coordinated effort on Zero, Bonnie, and Clyde, which showed up on his 7th collection, The Plan 2, The Gift, and The Revile, in 2002. She showed up as Jay-Z's sweetheart in the music video for the melody-filling hypothesis about their relationship on April 4, 2008. Beyoncé and Jay-Z weed without exposure. They're known for their confidential relationship, despite the fact that they have seemed to turn out to be more loose starting around 2013. Both have recognized trouble that emerged in their marriage after Jay-Z engaged in extramarital relations. Beyoncé prematurely delivered around 2010 or 2011, portraying it as the saddest thing she had at any point persevered through. She got back to the studio and composed music to adapt with the misfortune in August. The couple went to the 2011 MTV Video Music Grants, at which Beyoncé performed Love on Top and finished the exhibition by uncovering she was pregnant. Her appearance made a difference. That year's MTV Video Music Grants become the most watched broadcast in MITV history, pulling in 12.4 million watchers. The declaration was recorded in Guinness World Records for most tweets each second recorded for a solitary occasion, on Twitter getting 8,868 tweets each second, and Beyoncé pregnant was the most Google Express the 7-day stretch of August 29, 2011. On January 7, 2012, Beyoncé brought forth a girl named Blue Ivy Carter at Lenox Slope Clinic in New York City following the delivery of Lemonade, which remembered the single Sorry for 2016. Hypotheses emerged about Jay-Z's supposed treachery with a paramour, alluded to as Becky. On February 1, 2017, she uncovered on her Instagram account that she was expecting twins. Her declaration acquired over 6.3 million preferences in something like 8 hours, breaking the world record for the most enjoyed picture on the site at the time. On July 13, 2017, she transferred the principal picture of herself and the twins onto her Instagram account, affirming their birthday as a month earlier on June 13, 2017, with the post turning into the second most preferred on Instagram behind her own pregnancy declaration. The twins, a girl named Open Carter and a child named Sir Carter, were conceived at Ronald Reagan, UCLA Clinical Center in California. She composed of her pregnancy and its fallout in the September 2018 issue of Vogue, where she had full control of the cover, took shots at Hammerwood Park by photographic artist Tyler Mitchell. About Beyoncé's profession, Beyoncé acted in different singing. Furthermore, moving rivalries as a youngster, she rose to notoriety in the last part of the 1990s as an individual from the R&B Young Lady Bunch Predeterminations Kid, one of the most mind-blowing selling gatherings ever. Their break saw the arrival of her presentation collection, Perilously Enamored, in 2003, which highlighted the U.S. announcement Hot 100 #1 singles Insane, In Adoration, and Child Kid. Following the 2006 disbanding of Predeterminations Kid, Beyoncé delivered her second independent collection, B-Day, which contained singles Indispensable and Delightful Liar. She likewise featured in numerous movies, for example, The Pink Puma in 2006, Beauty Queens in 2006, Fixated in 2009, and The Lion Lord in 2019. Her union with Jay-Z and her depiction of Etta James and Cadillac Records in 2008 impacted her third collection, I'm Sasha Furious, in 2008, which procured an unrivaled 6 Grammy grants in 2010 and brought forth an effective single. In the event that I Were a Kid, Single Women and Corona, after expertly parting from her director and father Matthew Knowles in 2010, Beyoncé delivered her artistically different fourth collection, 4 of Every 2011. She later accomplished general praise for her sonically tested visual collections, Beyoncé in 2013 and Lemonade in 2016. The last option was the world's top-rated collection of 2016 and the most acclaimed collection of her profession, investigating topics of unfaithfulness and womanism, in 2018. She delivered Everything Is Love, a cooperative collection with her significant other Jay-Z, as the Carters as a component craftsman. Beyoncé beat the board Hot 100 with the remixes of Wonderful by Ed Sheeran in 2017 and Savage by Megan Thee Steed in 2020. The same year, she delivered a melodic film, What's More, a visual collection Darkest Lord, to far-reaching praise in 2022. Beyoncé got to keep on guaranteeing for her 7th understudy video collection, Renaissance, which tested disco and house music and took motivation from ball culture, got her most memorable performance #1 starting around 2008 with the collection's lead single, which broke my spirit, about Beyoncé's land in 2017, along with her significant other. Jay-Z paid $25 million for a chateau in the Hamptons called Lake House. Around the same time, they together paid $88 million for a crazy 30,000 square foot chateau in Bel Air, California. Freely available reports show that they took out a $52 million contract when they purchased the house, utilizing the home loan rates that were accessible at the time. B&J are reasonable, paying more than $250 every month on their home loan for the home that has a full ball court, 2 sections of land, a 15-vehicle carport, numerous pools, and impenetrable windows. Beyoncé possesses a 2 $6 million home in New Orleans, and along with her better half Jay-Z, they own a $4 million private island in the Bahamas. Thanks for watching this video.